this is my audience. Okay. On October 2012 in Port Coquitlam, Canada, 15-year-old Amanda Todd took her own life after years of being tormented over a picture and a past she could never take back. For 3 years, Amanda endured countless malicious and uncalled-for acts from classmates, was called fat, ugly, a whore, and trash on a daily basis. Her attackers even went as far as to post cruel and uncalled-for pictures of bleach ditches on her Facebook wall after she attempted to drink bleach after she was beaten up in front of her whole school. Amanda tried to escape her haunted past by moving countless times, but she could never shake the constant comments, stares, and whispers that would follow her everywhere. She tried her hardest to reach out to new people and new friends and was crying for help, but no one took her seriously until it was too late. The repetitive bullying she endured for 3 long years finally overcame the beautiful teenager, causing her to stop the bullying in the worst way, by ending her own life. Amanda's story is only one of the millions of teenagers that endure and follow the same path as her. Bullying is one of the highest causes of teenage suicide and self-harm in the world. With technology constantly improving and becoming more sophisticated, it also causes the cases of cyberbullying to increase. Today we'll be talking about the 3 very important points when it comes to bullying, and they are the different types of bullying, how bullying has started to cause suicide, and finally the different groups and organizations that have been created to reduce them. There are 2 types of bullying, which are direct and indirect bullying. Direct bullying deals with more face-to-face confrontation, while indirect bullying deals with more social media such as Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and text messages. According to Psychological Harassment Information and Society website, established in 2003, direct bullying in schools sometimes consists of a group of students taking advantage of or isolating one student. They tend to target students who are different or strange, and then give loyalty to the different bystanders who don't want to become the next victim. Direct bullying, although it has been seen more common years ago when technology wasn't as important, deals with students being emotionally and physically beaten. By this I'm referring to saying rude and unpleasant things, making fun of someone, hitting, kicking, teasing, telling lies, or trying to get people to turn against a certain person. According to the Teens Health from Nemours website established in 1995, people who are bullied or abused are more likely to suffer from mental illnesses, such as low self-esteem, stress, depression, and anxiety. Indirect bullying has become more common because of the introduction to computers and cell phones. A lot of indirect bullying occurs over social networking like Facebook and Twitter, and text messaging. This type of bullying mainly deals with an excessive amount of name-calling, which totally diminishes a person's self-esteem. Rumors are often spread this way because it allows you to avoid face-to-face interaction, and it puts the person typing in complete control and leaves the target completely helpless. According to Just Another blog site established in 2012, girls are more indirect with their bullying techniques while boys are much more direct and physical. Females also tend to inflict more pain on emotionally and psychologically than boys do. I have personally been affected by indirect bullying, but to my surprise, it happened to my sophomore year of college. Coming from personal experience, I know it's not easy, and I know how words can hurt. I am very happy it happened to me, though, because it taught me a lot about myself, and I would never want anyone to go through what I did. A lot of the times, bullying starts with a simple joke, but sometimes a joke can be taken way out of control, and people's lives become at risk. According to the bullying statistic website established in 2009, suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death among young people, resulting in about 4,400 deaths a year. For every suicide among young people, there are about 100 attempts. Over 14% of high school students have considered suicide, and almost 7% have attempted it. ABC reported nearly 30% of students are either bullies or victims of bullying, and 160,000 kids stay home from school every day because of their fear of being bullied. Teens who do decide to commit suicide are often taunted and told things like, "You could die and no one would even care," or "Why don't you just go kill yourself and save everyone the trouble?" We often overlook these scenarios like this because we think nothing of it at the time, but what we don't understand is teenagers are very vulnerable and believe almost anything and everything they hear. Luckily, schools have taken a step in the right direction and have started creating organizations, along with providing people to speak to whenever they are needed. As we watch bullying increase in the school systems, we are also seeing an awareness increase. Over the years, organizations have been popping up in hopes to bring more awareness to these growing concerns in our youth. Organizations such as Bully Police USA, National Bullying Prevention Center, Stomp Out Bullying, and Strive to Reduce Youth Violence Everywhere have brought up a lot of awareness and support to the issue, and people are becoming more and more involved. In a personal interview on October 23, 2012 with Art Meyer, a high school teacher at Barnesville High School, I asked what actions have been made to reduce bullying in your school. Mr. Meyer replied with, we have just added a new program called SAD. This program has been putting up PSAs throughout the school promoting anti-bullying. We also have guest speakers come in and talk to the students quite frequently, and I've also started teaching an anti-bullying unit in my health class. With small steps like this being made in school systems to try and create a more enjoyable and safe environment, we can only hope that the efforts pay off in the end. With bullying being one of the leading causes of teenage suicide, we need to reduce all the contributing factors and take matters into our own hands. Today we briefly touched base on the different types of bullying, how bullying is leading to suicide, and finally the organizations that have been created to raise awareness. I want you to ask yourself the next time you see or hear of someone being bullied, are you going to step in and stop it, or are you going to walk away like nothing happened? You can make a difference.